Hiya, welcome to Darren in the studio. Thanks for swinging by for another video. First of all, as always on these videos, a big thank you to all the new subscribers. If you like what you see on these videos, do like the video. That really helps the channel along. And also, if you like what you see and you haven't subscribed, then do so. It's free, a charge. You can always unsubscribe if you sort of find out that you don't actually like what you see. And also, do leave views and comments in the sections below. I do my very, very best to read them all and reply to them, or at least respond to them. So we look forward to you joining us here in the studio in the future for more videos. This video is a little bit of a copy from a little thread that's been going in the vinyl community, and which is something that I follow and not follow, if you know what I mean. There's a few channels that I really like, that I like to watch, that are in the vinyl community, but I'm not sort of going along with everything that's being done within that particular group of channels, if you will. But this particular thread I thought was really interesting, and what they've been doing is they've been sort of blindfoldedly looking at their collections and just choosing 10 albums, or I think it was 12 in a lot of the videos, but you know what I do, I always sort of choose 10. They've been choosing albums in their collection just at random and then talking about them, and I thought that was a really interesting idea, because you just don't know what's going to come up. I mean, to be fair, I've bought all these CDs or been gifted them over the years. The majority of these CDs, I would say 95% of them, I've actually purchased myself. So what we're going to get is a real random sort of look. And I've been buying CDs. First CD I think was about 1987, something like that, around that sort of time. So they're going back to 1987, all these CDs. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to very unceremoniously blindfold myself. Now this could go very, very wrong, and if it does, we've got it on video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and blindfold myself and choose 10 CDs out of my collection, put them down here without looking at them, and then just choose them and talk about them. So let's see how we get on. First, of course, I'm going to blindfold myself and spoil my hair, which I did this morning just for you. Sort of hard when you've got long hair, because it's just getting in the way. And now I forgot where all my CDs are. They're over here somewhere. So at total random, I'm going to choose 10. So there's, and hopefully they'll all be albums. You know, what's that one? That one there, that's one. I've got to make sure I get 10. One. Let's go this side. 2. Down here. 3. 5. I've got to be honest with you folks, I've actually got my eyes closed with this blindfold on as well. So that feels like 2 albums. It feels like a double, but we'll count that as 1. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go up here. 4. Let's go with that one. 5. I don't know where to go. 5, 6. Let's go right down here. 6, 7. 8. Go right up here. 8 on the second one. 8. 9. And last but not least, there. Feels like I've been there before. Go here. 10. Now they all feel like standard dual case CD cases. So hopefully we've got 10 there. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a double, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 CDs there. Put them there. Take the old blindfold off. That's bright. Blinking in the sunlight. So we got 10 CDs here. I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm not looking at them. I'm just going to pick them up as I chose them from the last one. This one is, what's this one? Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. The Cream of. This was purchased not that long ago, actually. This was purchased probably a couple of months ago. And I featured this on my video of albums that have mistakes in them. I had to download, I think, is this the one? No, it's not. I'm telling a lie. This is a best of. That's right. This is a best of Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel, 1999. Got all the hits on here, plus a couple of them that weren't featured on one of the other greatest hits that I have. On the EMI Gold label, Steve Harley, Cockney Rebel. This one's called The Cream of. Bought this from a charity shop. If I can remember where I bought these from, I'll tell you. Charity shop purchased this. Absolute A1 condition. So disc number 1, Steve Harley, Cockney Rebel, The Cream of. Totally chosen at random. We'll put them down there so I don't look at me thingies. The next one that I chose totally at random is Alice Cooper live at Cabo Wabo, which I think was Cabo Wabo 96, which I think was Sammy Hagar's club. I don't know whether he still owns it or not. Someone will tell me in the comments. This album was actually previously released. This is like a reissue of an album which was called I forgot what the album was called now. Alice Cooper. It was a live album. What was it called? Oh, it's going out of my head. I'm going to have to go and have a look. Alice. It was called. Oh, it's totally gone. A Fistful of Alice. That's right. This was originally issued as A Fistful of Alice. This is on the EMI label, as was A Fistful of Alice. I think it's a UK issue. I bought this from on eBay, I think, and it to be fair, it cost me quite a lot of money. Slash is on here. There's quite a lot of great special guests on this. I think Rob Zombie appears on this album as well. So Alice Cooper live at Cabo Wabo 1996. A reissue of the Fistful of Alice CD. Okay. Next album, totally at random, is what it could be. It's Whitney Houston. Whitney's second album. This was one of the very first CDs I ever bought. This would be sort of 87, but I don't think I bought it in 87. Probably bought it 88 sort of time. Whitney Houston. This was probably the second or the third CD that I ever bought. This is an original 1987 Arista CD. I like this album. I don't mind a bit of Whitney Houston, to be fair. Want to Dance with Somebody's a big record on here. My favourite track on here is Love is a Contact Sport's a great song. So emotional. She was a great singer, right? Shame that she sort of, I don't know, succumbed to drugs and all those kind of things. A real shame. Arista 1987. One of the first CDs I ever bought. Whitney Houston, Whitney. Next, totally at random. Let's see what this one is. This one is Queen, Forever. I went to buy this in the States, and it was it was so much money, so I don't think I bothered. I think I bought this in the UK. I'm sure I did. This was the album that featured a couple of songs which had never been issued. One of them was with Michael Jackson. Let Me In Your Heart Again. I'm sure there's a song on here with Michael Jackson. There's a couple of songs on here, which that's it. There Must Be More to Life Than This, Queen and Michael Jackson. William Orbit mix. Let Me In Your Heart Again, I think, was also a unissued track. Queen, Forever. And the rest of the album, it's a 20-track CD. The rest of the album is sort of like greatest hits. This came out in 2014 on the Virgin label, this particular album. Maybe I did buy this in the States. Surely I didn't. It says it's made in the EU, so I'm sure I didn't buy this in America. Queen, Forever, 2014. Next totally random CD that I pulled out is, I should just show them to you, so I've got no, I can't get out of it. Aerosmith, still got the price tag on it. Aerosmith, the greatest hits. I think this was their first greatest hits album before sort of Love in an Elevator and all that sort of stuff came along. When did this album come out originally? I think it's got to be the early 80s, this album, surely. This is what happens, you see, when you do this. 1980, I think, and then reissued in 93 on CD. Aerosmith's greatest hits, 10-track album, Dream On, Same Old Song and Dance, Sweet Emotion, Walk This Way, the original version. Last Child, Back in the Saddle, that's a good one. Draw the Line, Kings and Queens, Come Together, the Beatles track. And Remember Walking in the Sand. On the Columbia label, Aerosmith, greatest hits. Must try and get that price sticker off. Can't remember where I bought this. Can't remember. Right, next one, totally at random, is, who's that? This is Black Sabbath, Never Say Die. A nice little mix of stuff here, aren't we? This is part of the remasters that was issued, it says 1996, Castle Communications. Not sure what this would have originally been on. Not sure. Someone will let me know. I can't remember what the Black Sabbath label was here in the UK. Anyway, Never Say Die. This is probably my favourite Black Sabbath album. Never Say Die, Johnny Blade, Junior's Eyes, A Hard Road, Shockwave Air Dance, Over to You, Breakout, Swinging the Chain. Never Say Die is a great record though, right? Black Sabbath, Never Say Die, originally 1978. Next album, totally at random. Not had anything embarrassing up to now. Not that there is anything. This is a double, so I don't know which one this is in an original double case. This is the Scorpions. This is unusual. This is a bit embarrassing actually, because this is a CDR of it. CDR of the Platinum Collection. And I'm actually playing a song off this on my rock show this week. That's why there's only 2 CDs in it. So the Scorpions Platinum Collection, 2000 and I can't read that. It's far too small. And it's been photocopied. So to be honest, I borrowed this off my brother and he let me copy it. The Scorpions Platinum Collection. Lots and lots of great tracks on here. All the hits, all the classics. Good little collection this actually, Scorpions. They're still making good music, the Scorpions. Their last album, Believer, I thought was a really, really great album. Scorpions Platinum Collection. The first CDR in my collection. Next one. Let's have a look. Oh, God, here. We've got, I'll just show it to you before I see it. Who is it? Ah, Chris Rea, sorry. This is really embarrassing because I can't pronounce this. Aberge. Someone will tell me that's completely wrong. I actually inherited this album. This was part of my Marina's mum and dad. Her parents had a few CDs, and sadly when they passed away, she said, just take what you want, and this was one of them. Chris Rea. Got some good songs on here though. Gone Fishing's a good track. Lots and lots of good little things. I like a bit of Chris Rea. Very unique singer-songwriter. Chris Rea, this is from 1991 and it's on the East West label. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it again. Next, where's my CDs gone? There they are. 2 more to go. Next album, totally at random, is now we're talking. Now we're talking. Lone Justice, the first Lone Justice album. This has East of Eden, Ways to be Wicked is on this. This is Maria McKee, of course, Maria McKee's band. She went on, after Lone Justice split up, she went on to have a big hit with Show Me Heaven, you remember that? And I think Lone Justice actually got back together recently, in recent years anyway, and put out more music. This is out on the Geffen label. I've got 2 albums by Lone Justice. I've got this one, I've also got this on vinyl, and I've also got their second album, Shelter, which is a fabulous album, it really is. Lone Justice, the first album, 1985. Good stuff. Last album, totally at random. We'll have to do this again, because it's a really good little thing, this. What do you think? You get stuff totally randomized. Next one, I'm not looking, I'm just going to show you first, is, this is a good album, nice little collection. This is Lita Ford, Kiss Me Deadly is the CD. The collection came out in 1997. I've got a few Lita Ford albums. I think she was massively underrated, and she's still going, still making music, still looks great. Kiss Me Deadly, Lita Ford, all the big records on here. Kiss Me Deadly, Hungry, Shot of Poison, which was a massive hit here in the UK. What do you think about Love? Only Women Bleed, the Alice Cooper cover. Lisa, which was about her mum. Fatal Passion, Cherry Red, Can't Catch Me is the last track, which I think she wrote, or Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead, I think, wrote that one. So, last one, Lita Ford, Kiss Me Deadly, nice little collection. That is about it. That is all the CDs. Yes, that's all 10. Thanks for swinging by for this particular video. I hope you liked, I hope you like my 10 random CD albums. What I'll do is, we'll do the same with vinyl, but all the vinyl is downstairs, so we'll have to work that out, how we're going to do that. I've not got any vinyl here in the studio, so you'll have to just trust me that I did them totally at random. If you like what you see in this video, do like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that kind of stuff. Do give us a thumbs up on the video, because it really helps the channel along. And of course, look after yourselves, look after each other, and we'll see you soon for another video right here in the studio. Ta-da, folks.